This next question is from Nassar, another one of the folks who have attended our debate here today. What do you think about current immigration policy, and what changes, if any, would you like to progress, support, or eliminate? Obviously, the Peel region, particularly Brampton, very multicultural. We have many people from many countries who come here. What is your position, and what do you think we should do better, less, or more of with regards to immigration? Go ahead, Mr. Singh.
So immigration policy, unfortunately, has gone very much off the track under the Conservative government. And quite right you are, Michael, this is particularly pertinent to the Brampton region. What we want to make sure that we have is a fair and equitable policy. And what we notice now is that that's exactly what we do not have. The New Democratic Party has undertaken a plan to put family sponsorship and spousal sponsorship right at the very front to make sure that those people who have been working very hard and paying taxes here in this country have an opportunity to bring their families over to join them. The current plan on the Conservative Party is to have a super visa, basically a 10-year visa that comes over, whereby people can come over and visit. I don't know about you, but I've never taken a 10-year vacation, so it's hard to make sense out of how this really works. In addition to that, what happens is that for those of you who've gone through it, you know, in fact, that there is huge, enormous, in fact, health insurance fees that come along with that, thousands of dollars, basically taxing these people into poverty in order to be able to have the opportunity to come. If I may speak on a personal note, you would expect a system to get better over time. When my wife and I got married some years ago in 1997, the spousal class sponsorship took 7 to 8 months. In 2003, 2004, it had gotten better, which would be our expectation, to about 3 months. And then the tragedy occurred with the Conservative government coming into power, where now people wait between 18 months to 2 years for their spouses to come join them in Canada. It's absolutely unworkable, and it costs an enormous amount of money to the economy overall and to the quality of life of the people involved. We want to make sure that we have a compassionate, fair, and equitable immigration system here in Canada. Thank you.
Martin Singh from the NDP. Let us go to Ramesh Sangha, please, from the Liberals.
Immigration system, it was initiated in 1972 by the Liberal Party. And now from there onward, it was open from the whole world, people can come. But from the last 10 years, we see that there is a great change in it. And this conservative government has cut the limbs of the actually immigration system. We say that we will bring more and more families to have a reunification of the families. Because Section 12 of the Act says that there should be reunification of the families. If we don't do that, we are not only that one way, other way, I can say it helps the people, it helps the new immigrants when they come, bring their families here, bring their siblings. By cutting this system, now we feel that those people, those who are entitled to come here, they are already gone. They are not able to come. And we will work for that. We will spend more and more infrastructure, more spending to see that applications are being processed in time. People are getting the immigration well in time. People are not being harassed. And we will quash that bill, quash that temporary visa system, which they are getting, the pilot project and other things. Those will be quashed. We don't want that.
Thank you, Mr. Sangha. Now we'll go to Carintha Gopinath. Did I say Carintha? Karthinka, I beg your pardon.
Thank you. First and foremost, there has been cutbacks in the immigration services that as of 2010 till now, there's cutbacks every year, but especially this year, $14 billion in cutbacks for essential services where immigrants require to integrate into the society. As a refugee myself, my parents and I, we fled Sri Lanka during the Civil War, and it was difficult for us without, if I could imagine if I didn't have the services right now, it would have been difficult for us to integrate into the society. As for the refugee status of the Syrian refugee crisis itself, we need to include another category in the immigration policy to include natural disasters. We don't have that in the policies for immigration policies. We encourage family reunification. There are about 200,000 Canadians who are not documented, so they have no status in Canada. So we need to make sure that they are put back into the system and they are paying taxes, so they better get the services that they have put into. Another thing is we have a highly trained and skilled immigrant workforce, and we need to put, in terms of licensing, it takes a while to get these licensing, and there's a lot of issues in regards to getting the employment that people have. For example, teachers, lawyers, judges from another country who come in here, they have a hard time integrating because of these extra backlogs in licensing practices. So we have to make sure that we can speed up the licensing process so that they can integrate into society.
Karthika Gobind from the Green Party, thank you.